Hi, I'm Mary Knippel, the book mentor. Welcome to Write Your Book, Grow Your Business, free monthly training. So often we hear people say, someday I'll write that book. And someday is not a date on the calendar, so it doesn't happen. Or you hear, ah, I hope I'll get around to doing that. Hope is not a strategy, as Vince Lombardi says. So I thought what we talk about today is the why. Why you write a book? Why do you know that this is a piece of your wisdom that you're going to share with the world? Why would you want to put yourself through this? Why do you know that this is something that's meant for you? I get it that writing a book can be daunting. It is a lot to take on. What you have to realize is that it doesn't happen overnight. It's a series of you making small decisions that I'm going to today. I'm going to put my thoughts on paper. I'm I'm going to make the difference in someone else's life that somebody else made for me. Think about those authors that you love to read. And what if those authors had decided, who wants to hear anything from me? Who wants to read my stuff? Who am I to be writing this? And what if they had thought, I'm I'm not going to do this. It doesn't matter. I am here to confirm for you, to plead with you, to cheer you on, to say your story matters and no one can tell it from your perspective except you. And then I always get, what story? Where do I have a story? I'm just an ordinary person. I don't have anything hanging in the Louvre to say that I'm a great artist. I am never on the New York Times bestseller list. I didn't invent anything. I didn't land a rocket on the moon. So why do I have to talk about that anybody's going to even care? What I am here to underscore to you is that you have something that transformed you, that made you who you are today, and and informs all of your decisions. All of our life experiences have brought us to who we are today and what we're doing. I was not encouraged to be a writer, but I've always known that it's in me ever since I was, 11 years old, keeping a journal, hiding it from my brother, who only wanted to tease me about who I thought was cute on TV last night. I've known that writing is the key to me knowing me. And that's what I'm inviting you to think about, is that first you're having a conversation on paper with yourself to get to know yourself. And as a result of having those continuous conversations, you get to know your why. You get to see what you talk about all the time and how the wisdom you have gained from your life experiences changed your trajectory, changed who you are, and had you stand in your wisdom and stand for what you value. I will use me as an example that my first of now three breast cancer experiences, I was more than ready to get back into my life immediately and pretend that it never happened. The second time it happened, which was 3.5 years later, I was like, I got to pay attention to this. This is a wake up call. I can't wait to write my book, and I can't wait to be the catalyst for those who don't think that they have a story, that they discount that ordinary stuff that they do so well and what makes them extraordinary. That's what I want to shine the light on your life story, your life experience that has made you who you are and what you're doing today. I took a stand that writing is important to me, and helping you know your story is my mission. That's my why. You have a why as well. There's something that compels you to move forward with everything you do, that helps you be who you are. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Sorry. So, what I want to do is help you get to that core message, that core value, that heartfelt story that you keep coming back to, that changed who you are, your transformational story that informed, this is what I'm going to fight for. This is the message that I'm going to deliver to the world. And it's the heart of everything you do. It's it's who you are to deliver this message to who needs to hear from you. That's why I write everything that I do. It's within all of my messaging so that I help empower you to know that your story matters. And no one can tell your story from your perspective except you. When we talk about how do I know what my story is? Well, there's any number of stories. That's your reason to move forward, your reason to make the choices that you make. You're in a specific situation and you choose this way and not that way. We're presented with challenges of life. Sometimes we have challenges in common, like living through COVID. And sometimes we have things that are ours alone, a catastrophic illness, a death of a loved one, a divorce, a major move, loss of a job. And what we do with those experiences that informs who we are and how we show up in the world. Those are our stories. And depending on what we want to emphasize, we choose which story is going to have the emphasis right now. Right now, I'm working on the In Her Own Words anthology. I'm compiling this book along with several other co authors. And every one of those stories have a different slant on life because it's from a different author. She has a different way of looking at things. We all have our unique perspective. And what's universal is that we all have something to say that the world is waiting to hear. I'm Mary Knippel, the book mentor, talking to you today about how to find your why so that you can write the book that's going to grow your business and leave a legacy. I'd love to connect with you. So visit my website at yourwritingmentor.com.